Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Giana Sisters Twisted Dreams playthrough. This is World 2-3. I unfortunately recorded this, it just got an update today, and it's been weird. Instead of, like, going directly into the level that I'm going into, I forgot to hit the record button. So, genuinely, I just, I have to replay this one because I forgot to hit the record button. I thought I recorded. I was witty. No, I don't know if I was witty or not. But I will say this, it probably is going to make for a slightly disjointed conversation in World 2-4 because... well, because I'm kind of in a... Alright, so here we go. This is the mechanic that I do not like. And I'll tell you why. I don't like the... I don't enjoy the boo mechanic. I don't... In Mario, it's slightly more tolerable, in my opinion. Simply due to the fact that it's one thing and it only comes at you when you have... when you have the appropriate... See, I'm going to draw these down from here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, Ghost. No, there's this couple of sequences in this particular level area which are... I'm not a fan of ghost mechanics like this simply because it's not the best way to increase the difficulty level on your game, in my opinion. And I don't say that like it's terrible, but it tends to make the difficulty of the sequence that you're talking about tends to make the difficulty of that sequence much higher without being much more entertaining. Hopefully that makes the sense that I... No, really, I'd actually like to... do that. So that jump works. Don't let go of the button, because that's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to do. And we've already been up here, and there's more stuff up here, and, you know... So I went the other way. Thankfully the ghosts are gone. Ghost mechanics, boos in Mario, that sort of thing. Generally always kind of been not a big fan of that. And the reason is that the boos in Mario are probably some of the more tolerable of that type of thing. So you get your boos in Mario, and you get the ghost like in here, and yeah, it did. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little ragey on that one because it's not a mechanic I'm truly fond of, and the reason I'm not really fond of the sort of spooky ghost mechanic is it's a way you can get an artificial increase in difficulty level but it forces you to play in a more... It's one of the few places that you're forced to play the game in maybe a way that for you is not is maybe suboptimal for you because your style of play does not lend or benefit from that sort of thing. And again, I'm not no, can't do it. Your particular style, everybody has their own, way they enjoy playing, and in this case, I've always kind of felt like forcing your players to go into one style regardless of what their preference is. In fact, I would say that's probably one of the stronger suits in this game, period, is that for the most part, I don't feel relegated to using something that I'm not interested in using. I get to use the sister that I like in general. Commit suicide. Not really what I was intending to do. You get to use the sister for most of the game. You get to use the sister you prefer, and that is a really cool feature. And the problem being that is, I guess, kind of the problem being is that so when you are forced to use the sister that you are maybe not as fond of, it actually ends up feeling a little more contrived, and it's not the sister, it's actually they're both Giana. And the sister is actually Maria, and we don't see the sister except in the oh, that was not so good. We don't actually see Maria except in the cutscene, so in the beginning, and I think you see her. I think you're reunited with her at the end, and this is all kind of a guess because I haven't been there yet. Obviously, I'm going to eventually be able to answer that question for myself. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that it turns out the way I think it does. It could be something completely different. And but as I was trying to express, it just kind of gets you to be a little bit. I tend to get a little bit. Whoa. It made me a little bit ragey, and the reason it made me a little bit ragey is because ghosts. There's a couple sequences where there's a lot of ghosts, and you'll see it coming up here. It kind of. I have gotten better about taking the easier path, though, so I guess there's certainly something to be said for that. In general, you have a lot of freedom of choice in this game, and I guess... Oh, that was terrible. We're gonna have to go... Whoa, no. Well, I'll come back for it later. Oh, do I already have 5 keys? I already have all 5 keys. After I get myself killed 23 more times. Hopefully not. I'm actually going to have to get that, because that's one of those little, the little pink crystal, if, like myself, you didn't realize the immediate, I didn't realize at first, the pink crystal is what gives you your little bubble of invulnerability for one hit. So you always want to collect your little pink crystal. I'm not entirely sure if there's a better name for it, but pink crystal will work for me for now. Anyhow, like I said, I got a little ragey, and hopefully you can see why. Yeah, here's the sequence right here, and I got a little ragey, and it wasn't good because I was just angry at a video game that I'm trying to enjoy. And whoa. So, yeah, that right there is a very big part of the problem. And it's that you can't change forms because you got one chasing you already, but you have to change forms because he's getting so close, but now you've got two of them next to you, and the problem with those types of enemies is that their whole purpose is to press in on you and force you to go faster. And unfortunately, going faster results in plenty of mistakes. And I'm going to go ahead and die because I have no choice. Essentially, you end up... Whoa, 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 whoa. You end up kind of having the issue of feeling pressed to play maybe in a different way than you would have previously played. Not entirely sure where the key I missed is. No, we're heading down. So yeah, it just kind of it forces you to go too fast, and then you make more mistakes. And instead of being a mechanic where you're like, wow, I dodged that dude, you're like, that was... That, right there. That does not become a fun area because there's too many ghosts in it. And by having too many ghosts in it, it becomes a frustrating area. And that's not really what I think they were going for. Yeah, see, the problem is, how do you get through this section without baiting them all into one corner and then running away from... But at that point, you're running away from all of them. And, you know, I hate to say anything bad about the game, but that's just... Oh. See, this is why I don't like these types of enemies. They are what I refer to as nuisance enemies. Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, it's like I said, it's that concept that this enemy is more of a nuisance than a interesting obstacle. So when I see them, I don't feel the need to yeah, see, I really genuinely don't Come on. Come on. Come on. And I'm gonna, you know... You know, when I see them, I feel the need to do this. I feel the need to get rid of them so that I don't have to, you know... So that I don't have to deal with it. And that's... And I genuinely feel bad because it's like, wow, this is... Somebody really put some work into this, and that's cool, but the way the mob works is... it is an artificial increase in... Ooh, difficulty. Well, that's also an artificial increase in difficulty, and it happens to come from me not being particularly good at that sequence at that moment. No, I think it actually comes from literally the fact that I feel bad about saying, hey, I don't like this part. But I don't like that type of mob, and I think if you're a developer, I think you can kind of understand where sometimes you have mobs in the game that you have that do questionable things. Not always a bad thing. Certainly, you know... I guess, might as well not leave the easy one behind. No, it just kind of comes from a perspective of these levels are very well designed and they're very fun to play. So I kind of feel like I would rather have them be fun to play without that level of oh my god, what the hell is happening here sort of stuff. Alright. Yeah, it's like I said, it's the general, and it's not this one in particular. It's just general kind of ghost mechanics in here, in games in general. End up not feeling good to me because they end up feeling like that. It becomes debatable whether I want to go into this area because I have to deal with these ghosts are placed very much to be, you know, the ghosts are actually placed in such a way that they're not enjoyable to play against. I don't like the mechanics where you feel forced to play suboptimally, and that's kind of how I end up feeling when I am forced to do something like that, like this, where I'm just my whole being is just dodging. And it's like, okay, well, you know, I mean, that does happen. That sometimes you'll run into a mechanic that's not... Oh, no, no, no! No! Oh, that was bad. I'm now falling. Very possibly to my death. I think I cleverly dodged everything that would have been useful there. Oh! And I think you can kind of see it in my play here that that the ghosts have me a little bit frustrated, and I end up making mistakes that I probably shouldn't make. And I'm making the mistake because again, I'm frustrated. I get a little bit frustrated, and I get a little bit more. I play probably a little bit too aggressively, or just something like that. I mean, did we? I may not even have this level on here. I may just end up skipping this level outright for playthrough version because I don't really want to be mad at the level, but it's the way the ghost mechanic works. It just doesn't. Oh wow! Did I even finish this level? Kind of starting to think maybe I didn't. Because I don't remember this. Oops, that's not. Come on back. No, I'll put it up. And again, I don't mean to be very, kind of overly dramatic about the level. The game is very fun, and I love the backgrounds. I love everything about it, and I'm having a blast outside of that. And so, that will hopefully be the last we have to hear about the ghosts. So, sorry about raging a little on that level. I did bad, too. There was like 20 deaths or something ridiculous like that. So, that was World 2-3 redone, actually. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys had a great day out there, and hopefully we'll see you back for the next one. And I am very much less kind of ragey, whiny in that one, and I'm not, there's a little... I try to explain, I think, in one of the other ones, but as I said, this one ended up getting filmed out of order because I forgot to hit the record button. So, you guys have a great day. I'm going to move on to another level.